Greetings, everyone. This is Eric. I'm going to try something a little different here. Instead of walking around the boat with the camera in my hand and trying to think and narrate at the same time, I'm going to go kind of podcast style here and record the narration to the video here at home. Today, I'm just going to show you some video of some projects I've been working on at the boat, so kind of updating you on what's been going on since the first few videos of the bottom, the hull, and the deck. So what you're seeing right now is just some shots around the boatyard to give me a second to introduce this. So without further ado, hello, let's go and check out what I've been working on. What you're seeing here is the bottom of the boat, and the last time I left you in the whole video, I was starting to patch up all the blister repairs. And since then I had done that and smeared all over the hull a bunch of epoxy fairing compound, as you see here. I rolled on a layer of clear epoxy before the fairing compound to make it stick better and just to wet out the dry fiberglass, and then just smeared on a ton of this fairing compound. This is the port side of the boat. You can see it's still covered in the compound and hasn't been sanded down. The idea is to fill all the low spots and the old blisters to sand it down to a smooth finish. Here you can see on the starboard side I've already sanded down most of it and I've gotten it to a pretty smooth finish. There are still some low areas that I didn't get with the initial pass of the fairing compound, and right here you can see some of the additional patchwork I've done. I just found where there was a little spot here and there that needed some extra filling and just did a spot patch. Not much fairing compound needed for that, so that'll sand off real easily. But it was a heck of a job sanding all that off, and as of the time of this video, I do have the whole boat sanded down. I just need to continue on with these patches in the spots that I didn't get completely with the first round of compound. But where you see it's all sanded, it's pretty darn smooth and ready to be barrier coated. Here you can see an example of the little low spots that I missed with the initial fairing compound. They just kind of stand out as red and shiny, and I started to circle some here with a marker so I could come back and easily find them. But after hosing off the bottom with the complete sanding done, they're pretty noticeable, so I didn't bother circling all of them. So between the compound and sanding, it's been about a month-long project, but I'm about done, and the bottom should be ready for barrier coat. Up here on deck, I've been busy refinishing the teak cap rail, which I explained before I had used the Semco teak oil sealer on, and it didn't last very long and it eventually faded away, and I wasn't too happy about the product, specifically with the amount of work that we put into restoring that cap rail. So we went to this, the Cetol Marine Natural Teak, which I had used on all my hatches with some good results. So I've spent the last few weeks cleaning and sanding, and then now applying layer by layer of this Cetol on the cap rail. And what I'm putting on right here is, I believe, was the fourth coat of the natural teak. It goes on real easy with a foam brush. You just kind of got to scuff it up between each coats with a abrasive pad. You don't need to sand it at all, and it goes on real easy and looks nice. After this fourth coat, which is the last one I did, I've got to put on a few coats of the Cetol gloss, which protects these layers and makes the finish last a lot longer. And if the hatches are any indication, the rail should look really good once it's all finished. Aside from the rail work, I've been busy installing a lot of stuff on deck. You can see here the anchor windlass is all nice and installed and bedded. The chain locker entrance there is in. I've put in all the handrails. You can see now all the handrails are on instead of just the two that were on before. Those long ones needed some restoration and repairs, but I got it all done and installed. There's some extra pad eyes and cleats, a few deck fills, winch bases, things like that. All this stuff I've been installing recently, and it's looking good. So that's the update. Lots of work on the deck and on the bottom, and I'll soon start painting the insides. So for now, take care.